as we make the transition from winter into spring, we want to make sure our homes are also in good shape. Joining us to talk about cost-saving maintenance tips is a national voice in home improvement, Angie Hicks. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So what are we talking about when we're talking? I need to, these chairs.
I know.
All right,
Yep,
am I
you're
okay
good.
there?
There we
what
go.
what are we talking about when we're talking about, when we're looking around our home and we're figuring out where we need to begin?
Now's a great time to get outside and just do a walk around your house. Most importantly, always start by taking a look at the roof. And I'm not suggesting you get a ladder. Do this from the ground. I don't want anybody falling. Look for any shingles that look like they're curled up or any missing shingles, because you want to get that taken care of, because that's just going to be a water problem down the road. Then move to your gutters. You want those cleaned out. A lot of times we think about it as a fall job. Also should look at it in the spring. And then I think the one thing people often don't think about is having tree limbs looked at, because if they overhang your house, you hit a spring or summer storm and those limbs could come down and cause some serious damage.
See, these are almost easy fixes that you overlook. You don't
I mean, you just
think
need to be
about.
aware and just,
Right.
get your coffee. Get your coffee Saturday morning, go out there and just take a look at the house.
Is there, okay, so aside from the tree limb, and I'm so glad you brought up the roof, because that's something my husband and I have noticed this winter alone. We've seen little shingles coming off left and right. So now you've just given me that extra oomph to go make sure that we make sure.
Because it's like it'll be a leak in the attic and you won't even notice until it's too late.
Exactly.
Too much of a problem, right?
Exactly. Talk to us about how this saves us money.
Well, it's actually just going to prevent a bigger problem down the road. Having a roof repair, you might be talking about, a few $100s to have a roof repaired. I had a problem and it was a couple $100s, I think, versus a new roof, or fixing water damage in the house. Water is your home's worst enemy. Keep the water out.
Yeah, well, I owned a couple of homes in different places before I moved here, and I would always think, I can push that off, until once we had ice dams in the winter.
Right.
And the water went from the roof all the way down to the basement.
Exactly.
And it was an awful lot of money.
And
it was a big expense.
Absolutely. And another tip, as you're getting ready to do your landscaping, a lot of times we have flower beds up around our house. When you're mulching, make sure that mulch is graded away from your foundation. Because otherwise,
repeat
so the
that.
water
you don't want to create a
Exactly.
ramp for the water to go down.
So mulch, how far away?
Well, you want to just make sure that it's ramped away.
Away.
Yeah.
Got it. Not
Yeah.
ramped down.
Not wet, ramped down. Sometimes people are like, they don't reach all the way back there, and it's ramping the wrong way.
It's a little waterfall.
How about out back? Take us out back. If we're spring, we're going to have some people over the house this spring and summer. What kind of things can we do back there?
Well, the first thing is just get out and clean up all of your patio furniture, your deck. Power washing, if you have a power washer, is a great way to clean
that's
that
fun.
up.
My husband,
I love power washing.
Anytime we host a party, he's out there
I need to power wash beforehand.
I'm like, but we're indoors?
Yeah.
No, but the house needs to look good.
It needs to shine. It needs to shine.
Absolutely.
So a power washer.
Power washing. And then also when you're doing that, especially if you have a deck, make sure that you check to make sure you don't have any damage to the deck from the winter, any nails that are popping up or any loose railings. I mean, you hear those. I mean, those are the stories you end up covering, is when a deck collapses or something like that. So be cautious of things like that.
Or even just the nails come up a little bit and you can catch a toe or a paw or something, so you just can hammer them back down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to check the deck. And then also lighting is a cheap and inexpensive thing to think about. Whether you're thinking about, lights in your flower bed, the little solar lights you just stick in the ground, or string lights are really popular. It can really make the space feel real cozy.
Angie, great tips. Life-saving tips and, of course, money-saving tips.
Don't climb on a ladder.
Yeah, and don't let your deck fall.
That's right.
Right, do not do
Absolutely,
that.
all of those things. Yeah. No, and really the main advice here is catch something, do something before.
Be preventative. It's going to really save you money in the long run.
All right. Angie, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good to see you.